It's time for the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Now here's your host, Pat DiSabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat DiSabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we are at St. Rita High School, 77th and Western Avenue in Chicago. Our guest today, St. Rita varsity baseball coach Mike Zuniga. Zuni's been on the show a few times in the past. 16th year, approaching 450 wins during starting his 16th year. Has won at least 20 games, 14 out of his 15 years, and 7 out of the last 8 years they've won 30 games. So Mike's doing a tremendous job. Finished second in Class 4A in 2009 and 2010, and they won the Summer State title in 2009. So this is a perennial power. It's a powerhouse, and Mike has done a tremendous job with the St. Rita baseball program. So we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout, folks. When we return, Mike Zuniga, St. Rita baseball. Stay tuned.
For over 30 years, Beggar's Pizza has been delivering you great pizza your whole family will love. But don't forget, it's not only our award-winning thin, stuffed, and deep dish pizza. We have great pasta, salads, desserts, sandwiches, and more. Our meals are prepared with the finest ingredients available, making sure you go home happy every time. Whether it's your team's victory bash, a birthday party, or just a nice night out of the kitchen, enjoy a great Beggar's Pizza at home or dine in at one of our many Chicagoland locations.
Moraine Valley has a proud tradition of providing academic excellence and student success. A well-rounded college experience at Moraine Valley includes clubs, organizations, athletics, fitness center, and more.
With the coaching staff and the facilities they offer, it's been really great.
I definitely believe Moraine Valley is a good choice for someone who is looking for an associate's degree.
Moraine Valley Community College, changing lives for a changing world.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. You know what? It's such a nice day out. We're thinking baseball, folks. We've got on St. Rita baseball coach Mike Zuniga. Zuni, thanks for coming on board, baby.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we're at St. Rita, 77th and Western Avenue. And, all right, Zuni, perennial power here. You guys have won 30 games, 7 out of the last 8 seasons. What's it looking like this season? How are things looking?
Well, it's looking interesting as always. We've had a couple of tough preseason injuries that I know you're going to touch on, but really like the makeup of the team 1 through 9. I think we're going to be really tough. It's going to be interesting with the BB Corps to see how strong we will be 1 through 9. But I like this team.
Well, talk about the injuries. We hate to start off on a little bit of a downer, but your ace pitcher Eddie Della Riva going to Purdue. He's going to have Tommy John surgery. He was 12-1 last year. And then another kid, TJ Verdon, he's out for the season. So right off the bat, you lose your ace and you lose another starter. What do these losses mean to you guys, man?
Feel horrible for Eddie and TJ. You know, as a dad, I know how crushing that is to them. But any type of adversity we welcome at St. Rita, especially in our baseball program. So we're looking forward to seeing how our kids respond. We'll find our way through it.
Well, I think not to underestimate what TJ means to this team, but you know, if there was somewhat of I don't want to say a negative, but you know, pitching-wise, not as strong as you have been in recent years, and to lose your ace like this, who needs to step up? And I know you got some capable guys, obviously, right?
Yeah, we've got guys. It's interesting because again with the BB Corps, I don't know if it's the right year to lose your ace. If pitching's going to be a premium, but I think with the runs being down, run score being down, I think it might be a year where we can maybe figure it out and win more games 3-2, 4-3.
Let's educate the folks on this whole BB Corps bats situation. People are probably like, what are you talking about BB Corps? New bats, let's talk about them.
Well, we know the game is about to change dramatically. We know that from watching how it changed college baseball dramatically. Our kid Mark Payton at Texas, his team the year before he got there had 88 homers as a team, and his first year with the BB Corps, that number dropped to 10.
Yeah.
So we know power numbers are down. We know scoring's going to be down, and there's going to be a premium on the extra base on teams that can bunt. Pitching and defense. It's going to get back to old school baseball.
Exactly. Fundamentals are going to be the premium now. So more of a traditional like game now with the BB Corps bats. It's like a composite bat, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's going to be interesting. On a good note, you probably have two of the most premier players in the area. Zach Soria, your catcher, he's going to Louisville. Stefano Belmonte, third baseman, going to Purdue. These are guys that have been on the varsity for 3 years. What do they mean to your lineup? I mean,
it's always nice to have guys around for that extra year. They mean an awful lot to us. You know, I think both of them are going to have great senior years. They're both going to provide leadership for us, and you know, we're looking forward to them having a great send-off here.
Well, you know, we mentioned Belmonte and Soria, and I mentioned that these two kids, you know, they could be one of the most prolific hitters, not only in St. Rita history, but potentially in the entire area. And you've had a knack for getting kids like, you know, Mark Payton, Ryan White. These are kids that not only meant a tremendous amount to this program and rank among the greatest, but in the entire area. What do you think, Belmonte and Soria, are these kids, what do they need to do this year and to put themselves in a situation with Payton and possibly Ryan White?
Well, I don't even want to say what they need to do as far as statistics go, because we're very careful how we word our goals around here. So they both know what we need them to do is come out, enjoy every day with us, work hard, provide good leadership, have a goal of having a quality at bat every time they're at the plate, having a goal of going out to the field after an at bat and not letting it affect them. So really our goals are worded a lot differently than you know, how their statistics are going to add up.
Well, and I mean, to get talents like these two kids, and when they came in as freshmen, there was a lot of hype, but you've had a knack for developing these kids too. I mean, these kids reach their potentials, they find their way to, you know, big-time universities. I mean, that's part of the plan when you come here, and you guys have been able to execute. Over 100 kids, right? Have played various levels.
Over 130, I think, in the last 15 years.
Yeah, so how do you execute that plan so well, Zuni?
A balance, you know, when anybody asks me how we go about it, we just strive for balance. You know, we want kids, like I said, to come out here, have a great time. When they're on the baseball field with us, we need it to be the most important thing to them at that time. But, you know, they also need to know that we have our priorities in order, and spirituality and academics come before their accomplishments on the baseball field. And I think our kids go on to have great college careers because they leave here balanced and, you know, with some good legs underneath them.
Yep. All right, folks, we're going to go to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. But when we come back, you know, this whole injury situation with Eddie De La Riva, it's opened up a little bit of a can of worms here. We're going to talk to Zuni about this. You know, travel ball showcases some interesting things here related to injuries, and we're seeing more and more injuries to kids in high school now. So we're going to touch on that. It's going to be very interesting. But LisaThomasSalon.com, go there. Some great specials to be had. Join up for the Teen Club membership. Good stuff. We come back more with Mike Zunica from St. Rita.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals by growing your money with My Green Checking, interest checking with no minimum balance and no monthly fees. To learn more, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Pops opened in 1980. Although we've come a long way, 30 years later, Pops continues to cater to the South Chicagoland area. Each of our owners are dedicated to serving the best, freshest product possible. Our beef is cooked and sliced fresh daily. Not only known for our beef, but other great items, sausage, chicken sandwiches, hot dogs, and gyros. Featuring our newest food item, the breaded steak sandwich. Let us cater your next party. Please visit our website for a Pops location nearest you.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, our guest, St. Rita baseball coach Mike Zuniga. We are at St. Rita. We're in the press box, got some jerseys up here. It's a beautiful day out, but a little windy, so we had to move it indoors, you know. You want to be able to hear us. We're such knowledgeable people, especially Mike. So here we are, and speaking of Mike, let's talk about Mike Jr. here, your son, senior. You know, sometimes you hear the coaches and you know, the father-son situation is a little bit difficult, but, you know, and your son, to preface this, I mean, he's going to Columbia University in the Ivy League. He's going to play some football, had a great career at St. Rita playing football. What's it been like to have him on the team and that whole experience every day with him?
Well, it was phenomenal to watch him as a dad. A lot of fun. Just happy for him. You know, everyone talks about, aren't you proud of your kid? You really never, as a dad, you don't feel pride. You feel happiness for him. As his baseball coach, you know, it's always a challenge because I'll say things to him that I would never say to another kid. I've got John Nee and Vince Fiore on my own watch, you know, keeping an eye on me that I don't go overboard with Mikey. But I think he's going to have a really neat season. And, you know, I've been dreading March 1st because I know it's going to be the last time, you know, we're going to be together here. So, and I know how fast the season goes. So. Yep. You know, a little mixed emotions going on.
Well, I'll tell you, Mikey and I've been covering high school baseball for 21 years. The 2 catches he made last year here rank top 5 that I've ever seen at the high school level. I mean, they were just phenomenal catches. And I played against this guy when I was at Lewis and he was at St. Xavier, and I could say he never made a catch like that his son made. Those tremendous. The one in the outfield where he almost head first into the wall was an unbelievable catch. So he gets some of your props, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt about it, man. It was tremendous. All right, so let's talk about this injury situation. And you guys have been bitten by this a little bit. Joey Filomeno, who's a freshman at Louisville right now, you barely got to use him last spring. He was banged up, a little bit of back situation. And now you got Eddie Della Riva. Before the season even starts, he's got to go and get Tommy John surgery. To a certain extent, is this a product of kids playing one sport year-round, the showcases, the travel ball? What is your take on this, Zuni?
Without a doubt, it's a product of that. Neither of those guys pitched for us the previous summer to where when they came into the spring injured and pretty much out for the season, we hadn't seen them the summer before either. I definitely think the baseball world has lost its mind. You know, there's a lot of people with a lot of good intentions that I think are just totally misguided. You know, these speed training guys have great intentions, but I think, you know, that's how Filomeno got hurt was you know, just a ton of speed training and strength and conditioning, and he actually blew out a disc in his back. It's just too much. You know, everyone's getting on the bandwagon that kids should focus on one sport 12 months a year. I know in my heart and in my mind that that's totally wrong, and again, like I said, misguided. So I'm very uneasy and disappointed with the messages a lot of these kids are getting to focus on one sport. You know, nobody's going to cash a check playing this game, and to give up on your high school experience, you know, Friday night football under the lights, you know, maybe playing basketball. I saw the Cornacker kid from Lawrence over here playing against us the other day, having a good time. You know, He's got plenty of time to get ready for baseball. It's just wrong. On so many fronts, and you know, we've paid some serious price for those types of messages in the last 2 seasons.
I think the biggest thing here is these showcases, and you know, granted, showcases do have a benefit. I mean, you get a lot of colleges that come in from different parts of the country to watch these kids perform. The problem with the showcases is that they're having these showcases in December and January. Kids are, you know, some kids are still maintaining their shape, but that again leads to shutting it down. You know, and then, you know, they tell the kids, oh, just go 60 or 70%. What kid, what teenager in front of all these scouts is going to go 60 to 70%? They're going to go 100%. They're going to get an arm injury. Why not have these showcases why can't you have them in July? in the middle of the summer season.
I agree 100%. You're talking about 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. It's tough enough getting them home at time, on time. I think to ask a kid that age to understand what it means to go 70 or 75% when he's got 9 college scouts or pro scouts watching him with guns on him, there's no way, he's not going to go 110%.
Yep, no doubt about it. Well, we'll see. I'm going to talk to some college coaches about this and see if we can't find a reason why they're doing this. But everything comes down to money, as you well know. Everything comes down to money. Let's talk about the Catholic League this year. I think, we haven't divulged our top 10 yet, but I got a feeling we're going to have probably 4 Catholic League teams in the top, probably 6, 7, with yourself and with Lawrence, with Mount Carmel, with Pravi. It's tremendous again. It's just loaded.
Yeah, it's we celebrate our 100th year anniversary as a league this May. It's just a special place. Kids love to be a part of it. Yep. Creates a tremendous amount of intensity. There's great tradition, built in every year. Great rivalries built in every year. So it's a lot of fun, and I think every year it's as hard to win the Catholic League as it is to win a state championship.
Yep. No doubt about it. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Like you said, the intensity and the rivalries they're second to none, man. You and Mount Carmel, you and Rice. I mean, it's just, you can't go wrong. And you guys put out a great atmosphere out here. You guys got some barbecuing going on in some games, and it's a lot of people here. And your facilities, up and down the ladder, man, everyone has raised their game facility-wise. They're tremendous, and people are going to get opportunity. Look at this field right now. Here we are, it's not even March, and this field is nearly playable. It looks outstanding. So credit to you, Zuni. I know you guys have sunk a lot of money, time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears in this facility. And our chairman, Gerard Grabowski, he was here when it was Quigley South, and this was not the facility that was there back then. It was a sand lot. So you guys have done a great job here, man. So, Zuni, once again, thanks for coming on board. Looking forward to the baseball season, man. I'm looking forward to it. Big things, right?
Oh, I can't wait.
Can't wait, man. All right, folks. Next segment. No Isaac. That's the segment afterwards, the high and tight segment. So you're going to see Tom Mulvey from Athletics, Sports, and Orthopedic Physical Therapy. He's going to have a segment on braces, very educational, very informative. Take a look at that. Then when we come back, Isaac and the Players of the Week. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Looking for a lunch you won't soon forget? Check out the new Beggar's Lunch Buffet. Of course you'll find the great thin crust, stuffed crust, and deep dish Beggar's pizza you love, but our buffet goes even further. We have soups, salads, Italian beef, Italian sausage, pasta, and chicken. And don't forget about Beggar's famous cookie pizza for dessert. For only $7.95, it's an incredible deal. From 11 until 2, Monday through Friday, this is a can't-miss lunch that has something for everyone. So get to a Beggar's near you today.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our second guest this evening, Tom Mulvey, owner of Athletics, Sports, and Orthopedic Physical Therapy. Tom, thanks for coming on board.
Thanks for having me.
All right, folks, we've had 2 previous segments with Tom. This segment, we're going to talk about braces and why they are used, and we want to let people know, too, that Athletics been around 19 years, 3 locations, Hometown, Orland Park, Oak Lawn. All right, Tom, braces. Nowadays, anytime I hear the word braces, other than being on your teeth, I think about Barry Bonds, because when he used to come to the plate, braces all over the place. So why do you use braces? What's the main reason?
There's really 3 reasons. One is to protect against an injury, obviously. And the other is to protect if there was an injury. And what's happening now more and more is that you actually have people wearing them because of fashion.
Right.
So those are the three main reasons that they have them.
Okay, and folks, you think about maybe there's one or two different types of braces. There are plenty more braces than that. Tom, let's go through some of these braces, and what kind did you bring here?
Okay. This is just a little taste of some of the what I looked at to have some of the ones that we typically see.
Yep.
We'll start with a few different ankle braces. They'll run the gamut of just your standard elastic wrap. The elastic wrap is very good if the person has some evidence of swelling, or maybe they have some soreness there. It really doesn't offer much support. Then you go up to more of a thermal ankle sleeve, gives it some warmth, and there are various sizes in which it comes. Then you start to go into more of like a dynamic brace, one in which the player can either strap or tie themselves.
Yeah.
I like these. I like these a lot because a lot of the players that are playing, especially in high school and college, may not have access to the same taper every single time, and so the amount of and the tension of the tape may be different. So this way, the player has some control in which they themselves can put the brace on.
Okay. You got some knee braces?
The last ankle brace I just wanted to touch on is that this is an air cast, and you're seeing more and more players starting to wear this while they play. Okay. And necessarily they may not even have an injury. My biggest concern for this is that if you can feel it, Pat, it's rigid.
Yes.
It's very, very hard. And
Yep.
so, some of these kids are being told that this is going to help to prevent injury to their ankle. Problem is, if that ankle does not allow any give, the force, the trauma that goes to it is going to be distributed higher, and they may run the risk of injuring their knee, which is, I think, a good segue then into the knee.
Yep.
Again, you have the same thing in regards to the knee. You have varying degrees of size as well as support. Some that are very, very flexible, others that actually have a rigid support on the side. What I caution people about is that, know the reason that the young athlete is actually wearing the brace. If they're wearing it for perhaps to protect their kneecap, that's great. If they have a history in which their kneecap is coming in and out and they're wearing it, know there's an underlying cause, and let's make sure that you're doing something about that underlying cause, and not just thinking that the brace itself is correcting it.
People just slap a brace on and think everything's going to be fine.
That's the answer. Again, more of a thermal sleeve. It leaves that little hole for the patella. A lot of times people will think that that's solving the problem. And as we get down, then you start to run into some of these thermal products that most are being worn just to keep some kind of warmth in the joint or whatever, and that's fine. If they feel better with it and they feel confident with it, that's fine. One of the more common ones you're seeing now a lot is for what they'll call a jumper's knee strap.
Yep.
And this strap will go just around the bottom side of the patella. And again, if you feel it, it's a very, very tough structure there. The idea is that this strap is going to take some pressure off of the infrapatellar tendon, and that it reduces some of the pressure that's put on it. My concern is that if that young athlete has pain there, this is really not doing anything in regards to the pain.
Yep.
You have the same products for a back. This is also shoulder, thermal sleeve, and here's a Sully brace, which is an attempt to help to keep that shoulder in place.
And I think what people really need to know is, a brace isn't there to treat an injury, right? I mean, that's
a great point. If there's an underlying cause as to which that person is wearing the brace, please don't assume that the brace is making the correction. Explore any avenue, maybe simple exercise, maybe a short period of rather rigid rehabilitation. Please explore the reason for that so that we can make sure that the brace is giving its support and the structures are getting a proper opportunity to heal.
All right, Tom, thanks a lot for all the information.
Having
Wealth
me,
of
Pat.
information.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Okay, folks, we are going to go to an IZIG text poll question sponsored by Standard Bank. Chance to win $50. So get out that cell phone, and we return from this Labriola Bakery timeout. We'll have some fun, so stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in Oak Brook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, I'd like to thank Tom Mulvey from Athletics and Mike Zunica from St. Rita for being our guests. All right, Isaac text poll question of the week, sponsored by Standard Bank. Chance to win $50 gift card. Will St. Rita boys basketball win the Whitney Young Regional Championship? All right, text A for yes, text B for no. Now text Beto and the answer option to 90210. Texter number 5 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank. All right, Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week, Lamont Uwasis Balciunas scored 15 points, pulled down 6 boards to lead Lamont to a 58-57 win over number 1 Hillcrest. And Lamont and Hillcrest, therefore, have to share the South Suburban Blue Championship. Great job by Lamont. Great job by Hillcrest. Great seasons, both of them. All right, Lisa Thomas will get a $25 gift card from Labriola Bakery Cafe out to Uwasis. Lisa Thomas Salon Tea Club Player of the Week, Brooke White-Darsky scored 7 points, pulled down 9 rebounds to help Marist up on Lincoln Way East, 52-32 in the Class 4A Sandburg Sectional Championship. We'll get a gift card and goodies out from Lisa Thomas Salon. Have a great week. See you next week.